Everyone hates runbacks in Souls games. Well, most people do. So here are the worst runbacks in every Souls game. Let me know which ones you hate the most. Starting with Dark Souls 1, some would say the runback to Seath would be the worst, but it's mostly just a lot of tedious movement. But the worst runback in Dark Souls 1 has to be to Gravelord Nito. Everything is pitch black and covered with giant skeletons blocking your path, and worst of all is a narrow ledge where you have to tiptoe your way around enemies and avoid falling off while being shot at. Next is Dark Souls 2. The run to Lud and Zalin is painful because of the fog that blinds you every few seconds, but as if that wasn't bad enough, let's add in some electric reindeers to trample all over you while you suffer to get to the boss. Moving on to Dark Souls 3, the worst one has to be to Osiris, the longest runback in Dark Souls 3 involving 2 elevators, a bunch of thralls, and worst of it all, the Greatsword Knight who could send you right back to the bonfire just as you're about to get to the boss. Next, we have Bloodborne. The worst runback in Bloodborne has to be to the Shadows of Yharnam fight. Every time you die, you have to run back through a dimly lit forest filled with snake monsters that can poison you. You're lucky if you make it back to the boss with any heals at all. With Sekiro, we don't really have runbacks except maybe the Blazing Bull and Juzo, but I'd actually put Inner Ishin as having the longest runback in the game because every time you die to him, you have to beat 4 whole bosses again. Elden Ring, following the same trend, doesn't have runbacks, but compared to everything else, Placidusax feels like the longest runback ever. And finally, Demon Souls. The runback to Old Hero takes you on a long journey. You have to deal with rolling skeletons on the narrowest possible paths while also being shot at, and then take a tediously long walk for 4 minutes straight before you reach the boss.